Squid Game is finally over, except it's not, and we'll talk about that in a minute. Um, I was late to the Squid Game party. I did enjoy season 1. I reviewed season 2 when it came out, but I watched it really late, or season 1 really late, and so I was more mixed on it. This season I actually enjoyed it quite a bit more, which is funny because there's going to be a bunch of people who watch this season and they're going to be really fucking split. They're going to either love it or they're really going to fucking hate it. And a lot of it goes down to that ending. Overall, I think this season was a little too predictable just because you kind of knew where the season was going based off of what happened last season. But overall, I thought this season was still exciting and had enough twists that worked, especially with that ending. But honestly, anyone who does not like that ending is kind of like some of the people who were mad at The Last of Us for killing Joel. The problem wasn't that they killed Joel. It's very clear what they were exploring with the themes of that world and stuff. And so the ending of this show being the way it is, yeah, you don't come out feeling great, and maybe it isn't what you expect, but it also maybe should be because this is the kind of show it is. So I thought it was all really clever and worked out really well. Some people are not going to be for it. I definitely was. I liked it. I thought it was a very strong season with a lot of things to offer that I thought were just really worked for me. A lot of great writing, a lot of great character beats, and performances this season. There's a couple off performances, but it's fine. I was surprised. I'm not going to explain out, but it seems like that David Fincher was talking about doing an American Squid Game, and that just sounded like really lame because you're like, why? Americans already love Korean Squid Game. Why do you gotta steal something from another culture that's this fucking new? I get tired of us doing that. We did that with The Ring and shit. But the way the season ends, it feels like, well, that's actually going to be a sequel show to this series and explore something very different. That is really cool, and I'm interested to see where that goes. But I don't know. Feels a little weird to end one show and then start a whole different story. Creators talked about doing a spin-off with this show. I'd be down for it. I think this season really made me appreciate the show a little bit more than I did. I thought it was a good season that had a lot to offer and ended the show on a purposely unsatisfying note, but yet satisfying note that I think worked to wrap up what was a very unique show that we'll probably never get again.